Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rock 108 Morning Show. And these individuals, I have made the statements before that they almost have like a summer home in Eastern Iowa because the
Yes.
band has been here so many times that there is a connection, a deep connection between us and this band. I welcome from Sevendust, Lajon Witherspoon. Hello, and welcome to the Rock 108 Morning
Hey,
Show.
what's up? What a gracious host, man. That was very nice. Thank you for all the nice, lovely words. Iowa is definitely an incredible spot and deep in our heart, all over that spot, man. Everywhere. It's great.
You guys, it was like you had a punch card there for a while there in the 2000s where we were seeing you about every 12 to 16 months. And it was awesome. Just every time that you'd come back, you guys, one of the coolest bands to hang out with us.
Oh, thank you, man. That's so funny. I just got off with this is a press day for me, and we were just talking, and the cats in Colorado said the same thing. So those are definitely areas that we grew up kind of hitting a lot of times. But then I guess the demographics changed and different promoters and booking agents and whatever reason, I don't know. They're not as many times a year that we would like to, but that's something that we're definitely looking into trying to make sure that we're able to hit more.
Do you have any stories or, I mean, I know you tour so many places, but do you have any fond memories of your times in Iowa?
This always, man, everywhere. Where's that place that we used to play the pig where the pig stock?
You did the pig pen in Clinton, Iowa. That's
Oh
probably
yeah, I
what you're
remember.
thinking of.
Yes, everywhere, man. You think of everywhere. The fairground place that we grew up playing in Iowa. Uh the place, what's the place over there by the zombie burger in Iowa?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you name it, man. It's everywhere. I could see it picture perfect in my mind. It's like a video. Just all the shows that we've grown up playing there, even from the beginning.
Well, and you mentioned, how you were growing up. You don't have to play the clubs as much anymore. I mean, you're playing the bigger venues because of what you guys are as Sevendust.
Oh,
Uh,
well, it's cool, but we still enjoy coming into an intimate setting if it's not too crazy. So, you know, but
uh,
we get down wherever we need to.
one of the places, and you probably remember this, but I was at a show that a fire marshal shut down due to the amount of people in the venue. You guys were on a Cuddy Sark tour at the time. Uh,
What a tour! Wow, yes, I remember that.
and they had to shut that one down because of the amount of people that were in the venue that particular night. And then you guys came back to do a $5 show with Raw at our big venue in town that drew like 5,000. Any memories of that particular time?
Oh my God, yes, that man. Me and Sahaj are still great friends. We write music together. We work together occasionally, and I look forward to working with him again. But just those days are incredible, man. Just being a kid and think that Cuddy Sark tour. Oh my God, imagine being a young man and being in Sevendust and loving life and touring the world and writing music with your brothers that you said you're going to do this with, and all of a sudden saying, "Hey man, you guys are going to go out on tour, the Cuddy Sark girls, whatever that is." Okay, cool. They're going to sponsor the tour and they're going to go out and they're going to serve liquor on the tour, okay, whatever that means. Cool. I don't even drink that stuff. Well, this one day we pull up to a venue, and outside the venue there's another tour bus, and on the side of this tour bus there's five like supermodels,
Mm.
guitars and bottles and stuff. I'm like, what's that? They're like, those are the chicks that are on the bus that are going on tour with y'all with the summer. So, wow, as young men, that was a mind blowing kind of thing. It was fun. It was very a lot of stories to be told. So we had a great time, but they were great young ladies, and a lot of them turned out to be supermodels and stars on TV. So we had fun. We took that tour around the world.
Oddly enough, on that very night, 30 Seconds to Mars was your
Oh,
opener.
yes,
And Jared
Jared.
Leto. Did you guys ever hang out, you and Jared Leto?
Oh yeah, we did. Definitely, we all hung out. Morgan, I think Jared and his brother had Thanksgiving one year at Morgan. We were on tour because we ended up in Atlanta, and Jared and them didn't fly home, and they ate at Morgan's house at that time. Yeah,
That's so cool.
but yeah, we hung out all the time. Yeah,
Morgan comes up and he does this Instamix live in a place called Geneseo, Illinois.
I've done it twice.
And I was going to ask you, what is it about that particular venue, that Instamix live, that's cool for you guys to give back to that next generation of rockers?
Oh, it was just fun for me to be a part of, to be involved in it. I had a great time. The area, the kids, the school, excuse me. But Morgan has a thing out there with the guys that they, that's their little thing that they do. But I was a pleasure to be invited. But it's awesome. It's awesome to give back to anywhere, man. Not just there, just anywhere that our talent could be. If somebody's interested in learning and figuring it out, man, that's a blessing to be able to teach. It's an honor to do that.
Well, and you got kids, so I mean, obviously, you're teaching your kids about growing up and being uh, contributing members to society. But now, when you're working with a rocker, it's a little bit different recording nowadays than it was when you guys started out, right?
No, yeah, definitely. Man, it's crazy. Me being a rock dad, you like a rocker. My daughter's her second year. She's a 10th grader. She won the best student of the year of this whole class for the most respectful, the honorable. And I'm so proud that, that she she could be a bad kid, because we see them around here. We see the rebellious kids. And I'm like, I don't know how lucky we've got. Maybe they're just waiting to become bad. But thank the Lord they're not right now, and I just feel like there's a happy balance between being that rocker and being dad at home, but still being the cool rocker dad. There ain't nothing wrong with it, I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
You mentioned balance, the work-life balance. When you're going out on tour with like Alter Bridge and Mammoth WVH coming up,
Yeah.
how do you balance that? I mean, is it easier with that FaceTime and all that kind of stuff exists now?
Oh man, yeah, of course. Now we do all that, the FaceTime. I damn said this last Alter Bridge tour, I was like on tour, like, why don't they answer my call? I was like, Daddy been home too long. They're like, we're busy. But these kids are older. They got sports, mommy, they're always doing stuff. So and I understand it, and we do FaceTime every night, of course, and every morning I get to say hello. And maybe I would like to talk to them more, but we talk all day long. And so my wife is very good about that. But it's hard still, but it's easier right now because we had that long break. And it's, I feel like sometimes my wife is like, see you later, bye. Get out of here. And I like go to work. What are you doing? Yeah, it's a great time, man. I look so forward to going out with Mammoth and Alter Bridge again. That's a family. That's like a big family reunion of just brothers that love each other. And it's a lot of good music and a good time. The last run we did with Alter Bridge every night was great.
Lajon Witherspoon, Sevendust, our guest here on Rock 108. So today on Throwback Thursday, I featured from the first album, we did Bitch. And then we went right into Everything, which spans the entire career to date. With Truth Killer out July 28th, you got to tell me about recording this new album. I mean, you mentioned how you were kind of teaching, but you're going back in. You're recording again. Are you working on yourself? What's Truth Killer all about?
Oh, man, wow. So that's a good question. So really, this album, man, we did something a little different. So me and my family, me and my wife, we have a farmhouse out here in Baldwin. And we remodeled it. Her grandparents left it to us. Joanne died at 98. And beautiful spot, 300 acres, but we maintain about 10, 15 acres, got 20 head of cattle out there. But for me to go out there and do this stuff, and grandma was into music. She was on the radio in Kansas growing up playing guitar. And we come out and see Sevendust at 80 something years old and be in the front, at the show at Liberty Hall and, places like that around in Baldwin, it was just crazy. And, Ash's mom would always say, Grandma and them love music. Grandpa would always watch Hee Haw at 100 decibels because they said he couldn't hear. He could hear because he would talk to me. Anytime I get off tour, he would talk and they'd be like, Grandpa, yelling at him. I'm like, he can hear because we were just having a conversation. Stop yelling at him. He don't want to hear y'all. Anyway, so what we were doing, we changed it. It's the energy so good. I was like, man, kept telling the guys, we need to probably do a writing session at the farmhouse. Think about it. Got Clint to come down and was completely amazed and said, we're absolutely got to get everybody down. So we flew everybody down to Baldwin. A couple of the guys stayed in the farmhouse, and then we had a couple stay right down the street. I almost tried to rent the haunted, well, we don't know if it's haunted, but it's an old cottage that's like from 1920s, and it's like this creepy old family's name, and like the bedrooms are named after the daughters and stuff.
Oh.
Vinny was like, no, boss, I ain't staying there. So anyway, we got them little hotels. So they got a hotel right down the road. Man, what a beautiful time for us to be in this little farmhouse and to wake up to the sunrise, me chasing some of my cattle every once in a while outside, the guys running up and down the dirt road, and then coming back in and having our setup in actually grandma's bedroom with the drums, the bass, the guitar, and just us sitting there. And, you know, Clint maybe or John, whoever's maintaining the engineering at the time they're not playing, recording everything, the sessions, you know. And so we did it like we did it when we were growing up. And I feel like to start it out like that, it just made it so real, you know, and the energy was just captured there. And then we just took that on over to Elvis's spot in Orlando, which we love working at the house there. And we just took that home life back to the home life with Elvis, and we lived together, and it just didn't skip a beat. It just the hits, you know, well, the songs kept coming in for us, felt like.
That's awesome. I know you're up against the clock here today, but I see behind you, you have some memorabilia. I wanted to grab one of the pieces that we have from the studio. This right here is something that y'all signed back in '98 when you played a show at Shag's in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Tiny little.
Oh, wow.
That's
hey, so I consider myself a mantiquer. Excuse my bar area, but if you look around, there ain't nothing but collectible antiques in here.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to have that.
Oh, you're gonna take this from us? Okay, that's cool.
No, we need to get you guys something new out there, man.
This is incredible. And you've got some of the gold records. What is your favorite piece that's in that man cave right there?
You mean one of the albums?
Either anything that's in that room right there. What's your favorite piece? What is your most prized possession in that particular room?
Oh, it's so many things. I would have to dig. The Grammy Award is over there. I haven't displayed it yet. But I really love, like, so this piece right here is one of the first globes that was invented. It's got the first light bulb on the inside of it.
Oh, wow.
So that's that lava lamp over there is from 1972, the year I was born. Oh, you'll get a kick out of this. So my 50th birthday, Sevendust, the band, everyone knew it. Everyone knew it for about 3 months, including my family. Tour bus dropped me off at our Airbnb in Nashville, Tennessee, the day before my birthday, my 50th birthday. And I saw Vinny Hornsby and John Conley say goodbye to me off the tour bus. I was like, see you later, see you guys in a month or so. And then that night, my wife tricked me and had about 90 of my closest friends from around the world, as far as Australia, showed up to my 50th birthday party. Yeah. And including the band guys. So, but anyway, so this is from my Johnny Dare, famous DJ out here in Kansas, one of our best buddies. Him and Jeremy Dixon got me this. So this is a case that it comes in. Check it out. The light comes on. But a man's friendships are one of the best measures of his worth. Happy 50th, LJ. And that's to be Johnny Dare and Jeremy Dixon. That's a 50 caliber Desert Storm gun.
Dang.
So that's cool. And then you know, from all around the world, I have probably over 300 something coins that were handed to me, including a Purple Heart.
Wow.
Up there. Yeah, so it's fun. Some cool stuff, some collector stuff up there.
You're a big Star Wars guy, and I know that, like I said, we're up against the clock here, but man, that's awesome.
Yeah, next time you have to come down, I have to show you the arcade, man.
Oh, I'd love to see what game are you really good at that I should probably practice on?
Oh man, I got the midway games. Like that game over there it still has the plastic on it. It's 20 years old. But downstairs I got Golden Tee I'm pretty good at. The Star Wars I'm pretty good at. And I just picked up that. Is it Offset, the old racing game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, we're good at that too. We're old school around here.
All right. Next time you're in town, Golden Tee, Brian Marshall versus Lajon Witherspoon. Sound good?
Hey, let's do it. Hey, you know what the wife thought was so funny? She's like, I love it's so weird and funny how his name is Brian Marshall, and you were just with Brian. I was like, okay, I didn't think about it like that, but okay, yeah.
Well, when Mark Tremonti and I was interviewing him not too long ago, and he goes, "Oh, I'm stealing your name from him, huh?" And I go, "Oh yeah."
There you go. There's
that too.
I'm glad you said. I'm glad. I can't wait to tell the wife that.
Lajon, thank you so much for the time. It's great to see you, and I'm looking forward to having you back in Eastern Iowa again, and we'll hang out at your summer house here in North Liberty.
Let's make sure. Hey, God bless, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Lajon.